This is Radio Nepal. I'm Kaushal Khimire with the news. The headlines first. Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda says revision of necessary laws started to end confusion over rights sharing among federal, provincial and local levels. Deputy Prime Minister Naren Kazi Shrestha and Internal Affairs Ministers of provinces discuss matters relating to forwarding police adjustment process. Communication Minister Rekha Sharma says monitoring and evaluation bill will provide legal basis for monitoring and assessment of development projects. And UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres asked donor countries for continuity in Gaza agency relief operations. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda has called for revision and formulation of some remaining laws to end confusion over rights sharing among federal, provincial and local levels. He, however, said that the preparations of fundamental structures for the implementation of the federalism were completed. During a high-level discussion held at Singh Durbar yesterday, Prime Minister Dahal said there were many confusion in course of work execution even after the completion of People's Representatives' one term. The Prime Minister also informed that the task for the revision of necessary laws was forwarded as per the realization in the course of government operation and demands put forth by the provinces and local levels. Similarly, Prime Minister Dahal has stressed the need for making health insurance more effective to improve the access and the quality of health services. Addressing the 12th Assembly of Patan Academy of Health Sciences, the Prime Minister instructed the office bearers of the Academy to upgrade infrastructures and enhance the hospital's service quality. He stated that the enhancement of the health sector was necessary to ensure health services to all citizens on the basis of social security and health insurance. The Prime Minister lauded the positive efforts of the local levels in making the health insurance scheme successful. On a different note, the Prime Minister called for international standard study and research in the field of health science and the production of quality medical workforce. Stakeholders have discussed the ideas to take forward police personnel adjustment process at the earliest. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Home Affairs Naren Kazi Shrestha and province's Internal Affairs Ministers discussed the police adjustment issue yesterday. Spokesperson at the Ministry of Home Affairs, Naren Prasad Phatrai, stated that the meeting decided to expand collaboration between the Home Affairs and concerned security-related provincial ministries. The meeting also agreed to update the Police Adjustment Act and Nepal Police and Provincial Police Act in the timely manner and to accelerate formulation of Nepal Police Act and Local Administration Act to maintain law and order. The Election Commission submitted the report of the recently held National Assembly election to President Ram Chandra Paudel yesterday. Chief Election Commissioner Dinesh Kumar Thapalia submitted the report amid a function organized at Sital Niwas. Spokesperson at the Office of the President, Sailaja Regmi Phatrai, said the Election Commission submitted the report on National Assembly election to President Paudel. Minister for Communication and Information Technology, Rekha Sharma, has said a legal basis is required for monitoring and evaluating the development and construction projects operated in the country. Minister Sharma's remark comes during discussions on the principles of the Monitoring and Evaluation Bill 2076 Bikram Samvat in the meeting of State Affairs and Good Governance Committee of the Parliament yesterday. She added that the bill had been brought to provide the legal basis for the monitoring and evaluation of the projects by the Prime Minister's Office, the National Planning Commission and the line ministries. National Assembly Vice Chairperson Urmila Aryal yesterday emphasized China's crucial role in Nepal's prosperity at the Joint Consultation Conference of Nepali Political Parties and the Communist Party of China, CPC. She highlighted the importance of the Belt and Road Initiative as a vital land route for Nepal to access Central Asia and Eurasia. Chinese ambassador to Nepal, Chen Song, echoed this sentiment, stating that the recent agreements have paved the way for enhanced bilateral relations. He identified animal husbandry as a potential game-changer for Nepal's development, with China ready to cooperate. CPNUML General Secretary Sankar Pokhrel urged the government to advance BRI projects promptly and called for the reopening of China's closed borders, which were closed due to the pandemic. Nepali Congress leader Dr. Sasanka Koirala expressed Nepal's willingness to cooperate with China in development endeavors. The conference was attended by political leaders, scholars and business leaders. The Nepal International Tourism Fair is going to be held with the aim of publicizing the tourist destinations of Nepal at the international level. The fair is going to be organized from 31st of May to 1st of June to promote the tourism sector of Nepal globally, according to the organizers. To make the fair a success, the organizers held a discussion with the presidents and representatives of various organizations related to tourism in the capital yesterday. The fair will have booths representing all 7 provinces of Nepal as well as booths representing foreign countries. There will be more than 125 booths in the fair to be held at Prikuti Mandap Exhibition Center. Stalls from neighboring India and China as well as from Maldives, Malaysia, Bangladesh and Thailand will be included in the fair. More than 200 foreign tourism companies from different countries will participate in the fair. You're listening to Radio Nepal's 8 a.m. English News Bulletin. On to some international updates now. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has urged countries that halted funding for the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine refugees to continue its operations. In a statement, the UN Secretary-General stated that the dire needs of the desperate populations they serve must be met. 8 countries, including Germany, the United Kingdom and America, took the action after Israel claimed some of the staff of the agency were involved in the 7th of October deadly Hamas attacks on Israel. According to the BBC, the agency said it was investigating and had already sacked some employees. The countries that have now suspended funding the Relief and Works Agency for Palestine refugees are Australia, Canada, Germany, Finland, Italy, the Netherlands, the United Kingdom and the United States. Israel has long accused different branches of the United Nations, including the Relief Agency, of bias and even anti-Semitism. Meanwhile, the head of the UN Relief and Works Agency said the decision to suspend aid to the agency by several Western countries was a collective punishment. Now, the general weather forecast for the country for today, according to the Meteorological Forecasting Division. The weather will be partly to generally cloudy in the hilly regions of Kosi Province, Bagmati Province, Gandaki Province and Karnali Province. It will be partly cloudy to mainly fair in the rest of the country. There are also chances of light snowfall at 1 or 2 places of the high, hilly and mountainous region of Kosi Province, Bagmati Province, Gandaki Province and Karnali Province. With this, we have almost come to the end of this news bulletin, but before wrapping up, let's have a reminder of the headlines once again. Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda says revision of necessary laws started to end confusion over rights sharing among federal, provincial and local levels. Deputy Prime Minister Narayan Kaji Shrestha and Internal Affairs Minister of Provinces discuss matters relating to forwarding police adjustment process. Communication Minister Rekha Sharma says Monitoring and Evaluation Bill will provide legal basis for monitoring and assessment of development projects, and UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres asked donor agencies and countries for continuity in Gaza agency relief operations. Well, that's all the news we have for this bulletin. Our next bulletin in English will be at 2 in the afternoon. You can also listen to us online at our website www.onlineradionepal.gov.np. Keep listening to Radio Nepal and have a good day.